Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Tom Johnson begins now.
Good evening. Tasmanian firefighters have been hailed heroes today, recognised for their tireless efforts protecting our state from the recent raging bushfires. The Huon Valley taking a moment to say thanks for saving the community's lives and livelihoods.
The Geeveston community looking up to their heroes in uniform to say thanks.
I've received a card today from a little boy. He's only about 4, and he's made a little card up for me just to thank the firefighters. That's how deep that's going into the community. It's just lovely.
In a reflection of some of the darkest days to blanket the Huon Valley, the community today coming together in a show of solidarity in surviving the recent horror bushfires.
A celebration of community spirit, a reminder of the value of that spirit, but also a chance for us to say thank you to the many people who combined to fend off what was one of our toughest fire seasons for some time.
Today, the state government also launching the independent review into the latest bushfire season.
Invite and encourage anyone who has a say and an experience to offer to come forward, because we learned from the last fires. We've protected our state better than ever before, but we can always do things better.
With a true blue way to say thank you, our regional heroes were humbled by the recognition, but say the success came down to the more than 80 brigades working as one.
Teamwork was outstanding. All brigades come together pretty much as a family.
And today that teamwork will be etched in history with the unveiling of an honour roll to recognise the more than 2,500 men and women on the front line.
It's been a big effort, a mammoth effort, and our career and volunteer firefighters have done us proud.
We all are so appreciative of the efforts that went in, not only by the firefighters, although obviously they were just, but the whole community has pulled together in a way that's been really lovely to see.
Casey Trelaw, 7 Tasmanian News.
The announcement of a mystery tourism project could be the saving grace for the Huon Valley as it attempts to bring back tourists to the area after the recent bushfires destroyed its hottest attraction. With the Tahoon Airwalk not expected to be ready for operation until at least the end of the year, a new public art installation could be the answer. The $2 million project, funded by state and federal governments, will be designed by the Mona subsidiary Dark Lab.
What will be a riveting, attractive art installation through Dark Lab, who are the crew that do it better than anyone else.
Exciting to hear that we're going to have this Mona installation happening. We don't know where. We're hoping that it's going to be as far south as possible.
It's been suggested the installation is expected to be in place for at least 6 months. Fast bikes, dirt and cowbells have marked the start of this year's Enduro World Series in Derby. It's only the second time the series has been held in Tasmania, this time with more riders and more trails.
These fans are a cut above the others when it comes to noise. Welcome to Heckler's Corner at Derby's Enduro World Series, a place that truly lives up to its name. There's food to snag, even beer served out of this old mining relic.
It's been great, like the hype and everything around this event's just been huge. So.
Spectators aren't afraid of getting sprayed with dirt, but being this close to the action would make any young rider envious. Were you tempted to have a go at all this weekend?
No, because I didn't bring my bike down.
How do you feel about that?
Upset, because my mum didn't want to bring him down.
Even the bigger kids regretted leaving the wheels at home.
Wish we'd brought our bikes, but this is a bit of a recon run at the moment.
It's the second time the EWS has been held in Derby after its 2017 debut. This time around, Derby is boasting more tracks, and that's brought more challenges. 400 riders from all over the world have rolled into town chasing glory. New Zealand's Win Masters has been here 4 times.
Just good crowds, good trails and good atmosphere really, and it's good to see that the town is really taken off from mountain biking.
More than 10,000 people are expected here in Derby this weekend, and with front row spots like these, it's easy to see why.
We had such an incredible visit here 2 years ago. The feedback was fantastic. The local fans were amazing, and just the general atmosphere, and it felt like we had no option but to but to come back.
The Derby round winner will be declared tomorrow before the series moves on to Portugal. Sean McComish, 7 Tasmania News.
A Tasmanian meat processor has flagged a major expansion which could see an extra 100 jobs delivered. Tasmanian Quality Meats says it's looking to boost its lamb and sheep processing by 400,000 units per annum.
This is a major export industry. We want to see more Tasmanian meat processed here on island because it increases that export value.
The state government says it expects to receive the business plan in the coming weeks. Hobart has celebrated hosting its 5th annual Language Day, this year focusing on the celebration of the International Year of Indigenous Languages. The public event hearing from local Tasmanian Indigenous descendants speaking the Palawakani language.
These languages have been spoken here, for forever, for over 60,000 years, however long we've been here. And, apart from the last 30 years when we've been reviving it, the language had not been heard.
The diverse audience had the chance to learn some of the native tongue and dance.
A new and improved North Hobart side provided Lauderdale with a scare in their TSL opener today before the Bombers hit back on the scoreboard, while Glenorchy had a successful trip north, running away with the match in a dynamic final quarter against Launceston. Injury-free and coming off the back of an impressive pre-season, former Melbourne Demon Colin Garland set the tone for the young D's. Lauderdale succumbing to the early pressure as the underdogs continued to show vast improvements on last season to take an 11-point lead at the first break. Raymond Hill helping to claw back the difference, with the Bombers finding some form to turn the tables on the home side. Some choice words from Darren Winter having the desired effect, with the D's running out of puff in the second half, allowing Lauderdale to boot away 53-point winners. 4 goals from new recruit Aidan Grace was enough to see Glenorchy open their season on the right note against Launceston at Windsor Park. The Blues kept themselves right in it for the first 3 quarters, despite the Pies backline limiting the impact of Mitch Thorpe down forward. But the visitors' experience and class proved the difference, with Glenorchy booting 4 last quarter majors to take the 29-point win. To soccer, and Clarence's horror NPL season continues to drag on, with the side getting thumped 8-0 by Devonport at Valley Road today. Overnight, league newcomers Glenorchy showed heart against the more heavily favoured South Hobart at KG5, keeping them goalless in the first half. But South soon found their rhythm in the second, cementing themselves as one of the sides to beat this season with a 3-0 win.
Good evening. 18 in Hobart today, 19 in Launceston and Devonport. That was the state's top. Burnie reaching 17. Other centres today, 18 at Low Head, Grove Ooze and Flinders Island all 17. 15 a popular temperature at St Helens, Friendly Beaches, Strawn, and on King Island, Lyawini, a low of 1 overnight, up to a top of 9 degrees today. On the close-up, mid to high-level cloud over the east with an extensive low over the west. On the satellite, a cloud band near Brisbane extends south over the Tasman Sea and into the Southern Ocean. Low-level cloud covering parts of the southern mainland. Tomorrow, a large high centred over the northern bight will extend over most of Australia. A deep low lies between Tasmania and New Zealand. Coastal waters tomorrow, southwesterly winds at 20 to 30 knots, reaching 35 knots about the lower east. Swells up to 3 to 4 metres in the west and south, below a metre in the north. Onto the warnings, and a gale warning is current from Wineglass Bay to Tasman Island, a strong wind warning for all remaining coastal waters, and finally a small craft wind alert for the Central Plateau Lakes. Tomorrow's forecast now: Hobart a morning shower and 14, Richmond a cloudy 15, Ooze a shower also and 15. In the north, a partly cloudy day for Launceston 20, a sunny 19 for Devonport, Deloraine a mostly sunny 17 there. Burnie tomorrow mostly sunny and 18, Strawn's showers easing and 15, Curry a shower or 2, 17 the top. A mostly sunny day for St Helens tomorrow 19, Swansea 17 and wind easing for Whitemark 19 degrees there. The UV forecast now moderate 5s across the state. Looking to the 3-day forecast now and on to Monday, light coastal showers about the south, cold inland with frost patches but otherwise fine. Tuesday, possible showers for the north, developing about the west later, a fine day apart from some possible morning fog. And finally Wednesday, showers about the west and south, extending to most areas during the morning. Taking a look at the capital cities now, Perth tomorrow mostly sunny day, top of 33, Darwin 34, Brisbane 28, 23 in Sydney, 18 for Canberra, Adelaide 21 and Melbourne, a few showers and 18 degrees. And right now it's 16 in Hobart, 16 also in Launceston and Devonport, sitting on 14 degrees. And Tom, that wraps up the weather.
Yeah, still a couple of nice days ahead. Well, thanks very much for that, Laura. And thank you for joining us this evening. Have a great night.